Hello everybody, welcome to a new exciting Let's Play of Star Trek Online. I am your host, the Crimson Phoenix, and today we're going to be going through a bit of Bajor. And I do apologize for everybody who's been probably waiting for this episode to come out. I don't even remember when the last episode was, but I've been getting a little bit busy with the holidays and such. I probably should have brought in like a I don't even remember if I did like a Christmas video or anything. I know I didn't. Um, and you know, life just been a little bit tough here and there. But anyway, here we are of Bajor. I'm gonna try and get back on track with everything here. So right now we just have a lot. We have to report to this gal. What was it? Messi Achiba, I cannot even pronounce her name. And from here we talk to her, and then we gotta go speak to Lieutenant Jarrell Cav. And what mail do I even have? Oh, that little junk mail stuff. Okay. So there's a bunch of so there's quite a few things that we could do here at Bajor. I'll be honest, so this is probably one of the known longest missions that is here. And the reason why I say that is because there's so much you have to do.
Do you need something?
Like right here, yeah, there's a lot of what you could call little side missions or something you have to do, and if you're able to like go back in here and do all of the missions, like I mean, right here, we don't have to do all of these. We just had to pick one or the other, and once we do that, then we move on. But this thing takes so long because it's like there's so many of these we had to do. Like, okay, let's see, aggressive of simulation. Basically, there's a lot of hostilities with the population between Klingons and everything, so we gotta take care of that.
I'm here to help.
Otherwise, we're gonna do the tactical one, which, you know, there's different missions for each one. You can do the tactical, the engineering, and science one. For tactical, we have to pretty much upgrade the security. We have to go track down vulnerable consoles and make modifications to deal with network traffic and everything else. You see, this is what all would need to be done. Let's see, Starfleet's aggressive simulation. KDF is eavesdropping on electronics, and then the different things there.
I'm here to help.
Let's go ahead and do the tactical one, which luckily it gives you. I believe it does give you the location of stuff. So we gotta, let's see, update firewall. Yeah, so we got all these consoles we gotta go to. Now, I'm not sure when it's gonna be, just so people know, but about, I believe it is going to be like, I don't know if it's gonna be this week or what, but Zealous from the SideQuest channel has been wanting to do what's called a top 10 type of video, and we were thinking about, and we were talking, you know, back and forth as to what all we could do. Was the console? There we go. And the top 10 video he was wanting to do, that we were talking about doing, was a little bit towards anime related stuff, anime like openings and whatnot. I'm still thinking about mine, and me and him will probably go back and forth and, you know, see what we would agree on. But yeah, that's gonna happen. Now, I haven't been messaged yet. I mean, I know it's about coming about that time to where if to where Encounter Roleplay may do their what is it, their Numenera game. Although I'm not too sure if Josh may be doing that today or not. If he does, great. If he does, that'd be pretty cool. Because that's been something I've been wanting to do. Wanting to do is get back into a Numenera game with them. But I do know, I believe it is going to be this Thursday. I'd have to double check. I'd have to recheck my email. But I know, but I believe it's going to be this coming Thursday, as to when I'm going to be in a Dungeons and Dragons game with a kind of roleplay, continuing on with the Beasts of Umber. The character I'm playing is a dwarven fighter called
I'm here to
Rykel.
help.
Let me go and pause. Okay, this is where it gets a little bit quick, because we gotta. This is what we basically have to do. It's a holodeck training simulation where we can fight against a changeling
I'm here
or
to help.
fight up against Jem'Hadar soldiers. Let's go and do the
I'm
Jem'Hadar
here to
soldier
help.
one. Anyway, Rykel's my character. He's a dwarven fighter, and a little bit background on him. He was a soldier. He left the military after so long and after a couple of years, decided that he wanted to, put his skills to much better use than just sitting around. So he went out to look into some work, and he got caught up in a little bit of a mess during when him and a dragonborn, who was also a fighter, ironically. I forgot the dragonborn's name, which is, I feel bad for that. But so they got a little bit of mess with Josh's main character, Garrett, and so they got, you could kind of say they got hired at Garrett's little little adventure crew. Wow, I cannot talk. They got, I guess you could say I believe they got hired. I mean, that's what they were looking for. They were looking for work, and Garrett Undertree owns a company called Blackwood Private Military Solutions, I think it's called. Which is ironic. If I'm in a company named that, and the reason why I say it's ironic because I'm in, in Armstrong Security Solutions. So Blackwood Private Military Solutions and Armstrong Security Solutions is just a little bit ironic. But yeah. So Thursday, Rykel's probably is more likely going to return. I'm hoping though that when that does happen, I'm not gonna have such as bad luck as I had last time, because I had a little bit of bad luck with. Well, actually, I can't say a little bit. I had really bad luck on some rolls. So because pretty much Rykel ended up getting unconscious. I almost lost the character, but I got lucky. I admit I got very lucky with Rykel, because it pretty much got to the point where I needed where if I didn't get these good rolls, I probably would have been losing the character. That interesting looking character.
I'm here to help.
Okay, next one is as well another holodeck simulation. This time it's going to be in space. So we got scrutinized starships. Basically, this is going to be putting us up against stuff like cruisers, up to a dreadnought. While the other one, which
help.
is fleet findings, puts up against the smaller ships, which will be fighters up to cruisers. So I'm pretty confident in my ship. I mean, let's take a look. The Paladin, it has all that gear. I think we'll be. I
I'm
think
here
we'll
to
be
help.
okay. We'll do scrutinized starships. If I
I'm
die a
here to
few
help.
times, it'll be all right. But yeah. I will admit though, it'll be okay with me though if for some odd reason, if I were to lose Raquel, and the reason why I say that is because I should have gone with my originally when I had started, I probably should have gone with my with my paladin character, um, Rakuto. And the reason why I say I should have gone with him was because, let's face it, he has an armor class of 19, which is pretty goddamn high. And, as a paladin, from what I was talking with Will about, the guy who pretty much is the owner of Account Roleplay, from what I remember talking to him in an email once, when you make it a paladin, the one thing you want to look for is making a bit of a tanky character, is making a character, just a bit tanky. So, that was pretty much what I was kind of looking for when I was making the character, was trying to make him somewhat of a tank. Oh, hey, we got a galaxy. Looks like a trident. Ooh, and one Akira. Do I call for a second Akira? What is that? Oh, that's the okay, that's a patrol escort. Okay. Oh, the Akira! You dare destroy my Akira! I see the Akira go, and I just pretty much go full on rage right there, and yeah. Looks like they went another escort there. Okay. But yeah, my paladin, from what Will had been talking to me about, the one thing you always want to try to look for like a paladin character is like some sort of tanky, some sort of tankness to it. Which
I'm here to
that's
help.
kind of what happened to my character.
I'm here to help.
Now, I will admit, though, he does have like a full plate armor and whatnot, and he has no shield. I mean, Rakuto has a two-handed greatsword and and like a crossbow. Those are like his only his weapons, other than his normal paladin weapons. Okay, there's the guy.
We have a situation here.
Okay. So basically with this one, just... What the heck? Okay, well, I thought I had the thing on there, but apparently I didn't. Okay, anyway. So, in this one, we got a little protester we gotta talk to him about and trying to calm him down. Basically, we gotta complete either religious requirements or occupation overreaction. We're gonna do with occupation overreaction. Anyway, so yeah, the other character that I have that I could use if Raquel were to somehow perish, I haven't named the character yet. I haven't even decided on the gender or whatnot, but I have decided on the race. It's a half-elf archer or ranger? Yeah, ranger. Which, which from what I was looking at, rangers are pretty easy to do. And I wasn't thinking about going full elf. I thought about going full elf, but I
This
thought
is our
half
home.
elf would be okay. Let's see.
Bajor for Bajorans.
Trying to remember which one I had to do on this one. Let's see. The first thing that I see. Under the giant caste system was abolished, our society. Yeah, I completely forgot on some of these.
We will not be slaves.
Course, that's it. But yeah, I mean the other character I got, yeah, it's a half elf ranger, and and I've gotten the stats and everything pretty well, pretty good. It's just thinking about like what to name the character and whatnot. That I'm kind of stuck on, but until then. It's like this, until Raquel perishes, which I'm gonna do my absolute freaking best to prevent that. Um, until something were to happen to Raquel, the, uh, yeah, I'm gonna be continuing to use him until something's to happen. Right now, well, nothing's really happened quite as of yet.
Bajor for Bajorans.
Going by starving us and depriving us from basic rights, small comfort they have reward for being their puppets. Was lottery. Yeah, many people. Yeah, you gotta be careful on this because if you do, because I will let you people know for those who are new and may first time doing this mission. If you try not to incite the riot, a riot, because if you get something wrong 3 times, then yeah, then yeah, you're gonna have to go back over to the guy to the colonel that you got the mission from, and try this again.
We will not be slaves. This is our home.
It was scared. It was scared about the cadets. Seems to be shit one. Okay,
This is our home.
Placed in the occupation, thousands died in labor. You, technically correct, but I think you're missing the bigger picture. Yeah, nah.
Bajor for Bajorans!
That was the only thing because you took from us, the fourth animals.
This is our home!
And now, last one. Bajor has a rich history.
We will not be slaves!
Defining a war for so long, we no longer know how to live it. If peaceful. Just now, they may be kinder than they are still occupiers. How we occupy? How's the Federation occupying them? I'd like to know. Kind of their history since the occupation, the Circle, the Conma, and the Maquis. Thousands of young people joined Starfleet to fight this Dominion, and the Empire. Our only art now is violence. So.
This is our home!
That's not deserve to be called terror. I see. Did they?
This is our home!
Okay, yeah, okay. So we did not incite a riot. There's still, and there's still gonna be, shouting and everything like that because, of course, other people are doing these missions. Another thing I do want to let people know. This is something that I'm been thinking about doing. Although right now the server is still down. In another game that I had started playing with Armstrong Security and other friends of mine. The game is called is an old game. It's called Star Wars Galaxies. And right now, the server that an emulator. Oh yeah, this is gonna be easy. Petition the prophets. Right now the I'm trying to think here. The emulated server that I'm playing on that is using the NGE style of Star Wars Galaxies. Currently, the server is down right now. It's been down since Thursday. Unfortunately, the main developer is going back to a university for schooling and whatnot. But there are other developers in there, and we're still hoping that they can find the issue and bring the server back up. Right now, they don't even know why the server is down. Supposedly, it randomly crashed. Like I said, back on Thursday. I'll continue once we're done interacting with the orb.
You are not grateful. We saved Bajor at the Cisco's insistence. It cost him dearly.
We moved the fleet, but we needed to put it back.
A hand that remains closed
ceases to be a hand.
The fleet needs to exist, as you must return.
So yeah, real quickly, a little segue over to this. For those who are wondering about that, if y'all go back to Star Trek Deep Space Nine, the episode when the Federation, I believe it's like in season 6, when Cisco and the Federation are able to, we're going to try and retake retake Deep Space Nine. What had happened was that when Dukat was able to bring down the minefield, the Defiant went into the wormhole. Cisco spoke with the prophets, and they were able to take care of the Jemadar fleet. So, for those who are wondering, the fleet that is here is from back then during the Dominion War. To them, nothing has changed. For them, they still got their orders and everything. So, from there, it's one of those things where. So from there, it's one of those things where they got they just pretty much threw them forward in time, and now we have to take care of them here in the 25th century. Which is all fun and whatnot. Is anything else needs to be
I have
done?
new orders for you.
Set up a subspace.
I have new orders
Okay.
for you.
So we're practically almost done here. There's just a few things more we gotta do. One of them is the subspace relay network that's right here. So we gotta go through some of the frequencies to try and get in contact with someone on board the station. And I will admit that there's quite a lot of funny things in here, like
Dabo!
Dabo. Once you get that, you gotta go back and try going through all of the different frequencies. And when you go to something like this, you can find this accessing ops. Do you want to proceed? Initiate communications. Who is this? Wrong number. And there's quite a few references that's in here as well if you take the time to go through all this. Like accessing Niners. Welcome to the Niners Sweet and Treats remote ordering system. Would you like to order drumsticks? There's quite a different number of references. Bashir 62. Vic's Las Vegas Lounge. Nah, Vic ain't here right now. He's playing golf with Dean and Sammy. You want to leave a message? Vic Vontaine. Trying to think of what other references there are. Oh, wait. Increase. Security office. Access denied. Okay. Now let's go over to the megahertz. Oh wait. We're on megahertz, so let's go to terahertz. Temple Data Network. Temple services are every day at 1000 hours to 1800 hours. At least we can get the time. The access course delivery menu. Press. Wait, what? Press 1 now. There will be a surcharge for all change or canceled orders. A gratitude charge will be added to all orders. If you wish to speak to a waiter, please stay on the line. There'll be a small convenience fee for access. If you wish to disconnect now, small penalty fee will be added. It will be applied to your account. Well, that's wonderful to know. Accessing private network 5492, yes, and this is where we actually get something. Amrid. Wait, don't terminate the communication. I'm a friend. Oh wait, I know you. I recognize you from earlier. You're trying to help the Deferi ambassador get a Hollow Suite appointment. I like your style. I'm Hadron, the bartender at Quarks. This is my alternate subspace communication channel. I use it for business matters, legitimate. Yeah. Oh, Jem'Hadar. They're terrible for business. There's a lot of them. They're mean. They don't eat or drink, and they brought catch so white with them. The border with them has been, once or twice. Always orders tulip berries. Never talks and never pays. Run down the drain. Taking it back, but we need your help. All right. He jumped out Alpha's name. Let's see, Carter Khan. He's a really rough customer, the biggest and meanest one of them all. He's got a Vor with them. Her name is Loris. She's tough, but she hasn't gone out of her way to. She hasn't gone out of her way to make our lives miserable. She's allowing those of us who didn't evacuate to stay, but only if we toe the line and don't give the gym die. Okay. First part is that they think that the mini war is still going on. Her Lursa and Carter Khan talking. Or Loris, wow. I'm saying Loris, I don't know. Expect the entire Dominion fleet to be here waiting for them and Changeling to be in charge. Again, with that, now we have to go back and report this in. And we're pretty much almost done with this. I just looked and see where it looks like this has been going on for at least 30 minutes here. So
I have new orders for you.
So now we go all the way around. We have to go back to where the Colonel guy was. And this is where we're going to be getting into another little cinematic here. Ooh. Oh, that person has the Debbie. Hey, they have the was it? If I remember correctly, that is the Romulan Republic's environmental suit. There we go. Contacting DS9. And D Space 9 on an encrypted channel. I'm gonna just let this play out for everybody to hear.
Who is this? What do you want?
Let's not be so hasty, Karukan. They obviously went to a great deal of trouble to contact us. I am Loris of the Dominion, temporary governor of Deep Space Nine. How can I help you?
Thank you for agreeing to talk, Loris. I am Captain James Kurland of the Federation Space Station Deep Space Nine. It is my hope that we can find a peaceful resolution to this conflict.
Of course, Captain.
Like
You
she
want
was in
your
like a
station back.
crouching position.
But this is a war, and your station is my prize.
I know this will be hard for you to accept, but there is no war. It's been over for decades. Your fleet was diverted when you attempted to pass through the wormhole. The Prophets... There is a great deal we have to explain, but please understand, we are not your enemies.
I am not a fool, Captain. We have reviewed the records in DS9's databanks. Why should I believe this fantasy of prophets and time travel? Show me proof that what you say is true.
And this is where another thing comes up, where show video, which your best bet is to do showing the video records of the end of the Dominion War.
The Dominion War continued after a combined Starfleet and Klingon force retook DS9. When the Romulans entered the war on our side, things began to turn. The Dominion recruited the Breen to their cause, but the disease that was attacking the Founders put them on the defensive. They ultimately retreated out of most of the Alpha Quadrant, creating a defense perimeter in Cardassian space. Soon after, a Cardassian official named Damar led a rebellion on Cardassia Prime, breaking the standoff. The Dominion was forced to surrender.
Do not try to deceive me. That cannot be what happened. Why should I believe these recordings are real?
And the best way to do it is, well, show the casualty figures from battles since the fleet's disappearance. And this is what the reaction is going to be. All other reactions going to be different. It's going to be pretty much the same except for this one.
Stop. I don't want to see anymore. Why would you show me something so awful?
Anything we can do to convince you to leave DS9 peacefully.
Enough! I will consider your arguments carefully, but you must understand that I am under orders as well. The Founders gave me specific instructions before I left the Gamma Quadrant. I accept that may have been many years ago. Nevertheless, mere time cannot countermand the commands of the gods. We are attempting to contact the Dominion in the Gamma Quadrant. As of yet, we have been unsuccessful. Until I speak to a Founder and receive new orders, we will remain here. Deep Space Nine belongs to the Dominion.
And there you have it, folks. That is of Bajor. And with that, we got many prizes here that we can get. We can get a pack of 10 portable shroud generators, career-specific kit reward, or the Jemadar armor. Now, I personally would recommend the Jemadar armor because it does come in a set of 3, which is the Polaron, Jemadar Polaron full auto rifle, the personal shield, and the armor. I already have the rifle, so now I got the armor. Now the next one is going to be Operation Gamma.
Karakan's ships are guarding the wormhole, so access is limited. A small craft like a shuttle or fighter might be able to slip through the blockade, so leave your starship here at Bajor. Commander Samuel Winters is here, and he's one of the best shuttle pilots I know. I recommend you bring him along. The war is over, but Loris and Karakan won't believe it unless they hear it from someone they trust.
What she doesn't say, which I'm a little bit, which I'm a little bit disappointed on, that is, you know, they've been unable to contact the Dominion. Perhaps we can do it for them. And yeah, so with that, we're going to be doing Operation Gamma in our next episode, which I'm going to let y'all know with the rewards. That is going to be pretty simple. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be, one part's going to be a space set, which is the Jemadar space set, which you can get the combat impulse engine and the deflector from this mission. And I believe it's going to be the very last mission in this series where you can get the shield. But you can also get the Polaron Beam Array Standard Issue S, which is the 360-degree shuttle Polaron Beam. And that's going to be the rewards, other than, you know, load the lithium and some skill and expertise points. And luckily we're almost up to level 51, which is where we're going to be beginning earning our captain specialization points, which I will get to that once we get to level 51. So I really appreciate everybody who has you know, been coming in and watching. And you know, hope to see y'all again here soon. Do keep an eye out on my Twitter as well as my Twitch page, because I've gotten into the point where I'm doing a lot of where I am doing pretty much a lot of Twitch streaming. I may go back into doing Twitch and YouTube, but you know, we'll find out here, you know, later on when you know, when we get there. So keep an eye out when Operation Gamma comes out. And hey, I'm your host, the Crimson Phoenix, and I will see y'all next time.